See the disadvantages of heedlessness and giving free rein to one's emotion. Heedlessness means to give free rein to one's emotion. The Buddha knows very well the mind of human beings. He knows that the foolish indulge in heedlessness, while the wise protect heedfulness. In other words, the wise know what should be let go. So he advises the wise with right effort, heedfulness and discipline to build up an island, which no flood can overflow. Who is heedless before, but afterwards heedless no more, will outshine this world, like a moon free from clouds. To the Buddhas, a person who has conquered thousands of people in the battlefield cannot be compared with a person who is victorious over himself, because he is truly a supreme winner. A person who controls himself will always behave in a self-tamed way, and a self well-tamed and restrained becomes a worthy and reliable refuge, very difficult to obtain. A person who knows how to sit alone, to sleep alone, to walk alone, to subdue oneself alone will take delight in living in deep forests. Such a person is a trustworthy teacher, because being well tamed himself, he then instructs others accordingly. So the Buddha advises the well-tamed people to control themselves. Only the well-tamed people, the heedful people, know the way to stop contentions, quarrels and disputes, and how to live in harmony, in friendliness and in peace. To overcome the heedlessness, before practicing meditation, devout Buddhists should always remember the Buddha's teachings in the Dharmapada Sutra. One who conquers himself is greater than one who is able to conquer 1,000 men in the battlefield. Self-conquest is, indeed, better than the conquest of all other people. To conquer oneself, one must be always self-controlled and disciplined one's action. Oneself is indeed one's own savior. Who else could be the savior? With self-control and cultivation, one can obtain a wonderful savior. Whoever was formerly heedless, and afterwards overcomes his sloth, such a person illuminates this world just like the moon, when freed from clouds. Before teaching others, one should act himself as what he teaches. It is easy to subdue others, but to subdue oneself seems very difficult. He who sits alone, sleeps alone, walks and stands alone, unwearied, he controls himself, will find joy in the forest. You are your own protector. You are your own refuge. Try to control yourself, as a merchant controls a noble steed. The Buddha's teachings on heedlessness and giving free rein to one's emotion. In the Dharmapada Sutra, heedfulness, watchfulness, is the path of immortality. Heedlessness is the path of death. Those who are heedful do not die. Those who are heedless are as if already dead. Those who have distinctly understood this advance and rejoice on heedfulness. Delight in the nirvana. If a man is earnest, energetic, mindful, his deeds are pure, his acts are considerate and restrained, lives according to the law, then his glory will increase by sustained effort, earnestness, temperance, and self-control. The wise man may make for himself an island, which no flood can overwhelm. The ignorant and foolish fall into sloth. The wise man guards earnestness as his greatest treasure. Do not indulge in heedlessness, nor sink into the enjoyment of love and lust. He who is earnest and meditative obtains great joy. When the learned man drives away heedlessness by heedfulness, he is as the wise who, climbing the terraced heights of wisdom, looks down upon the fools. Free from sorrow he looks upon sorrowing crowd. As a wise on a mountain peak surveys the ignorant far down on the ground. Heedful among the heedless, awake among the sleepers, the wise man advances as does a swift racehorse outrun a weak jade. It was through earnestness that Magavan rise to the lordship of the gods. Earnestness is ever praised. Negligence is always despised, blamed. A mendicant who delights in earnestness, who looks with fear on thoughtlessness, cannot fall away, advances like a fire, burning all his fetters both great and small. A mendicant who delights in earnestness, who looks with fear on thoughtlessness, cannot fall away. He is in the presence of nirvana. Mara never finds the path of those who are virtuous, careful in living and freed by right knowledge. Do not follow the evil law. Do not live in heedlessness. Do not embrace false views. Do not be a world upholder. Eagerly try not to be heedless. Follow the path of righteousness. He who observes this practice lives happily, both in this world and in the next. Craving grows like a creeper, which creeps from tree to tree just like the ignorant man wanders from life to life, like a fruit-loving monkey in the forest.